To the channel. Today we have a visitor. It's Debo Johnson, my son.
Hello, how y'all doing?
And we're gonna make some Rice Krispie treats. Now remember, these are for people who can't eat pork. Your regular marshmallows are gonna have gelatin in them. This fluff has no animal fat or gelatin in it. So we can use this if you don't eat pork. Here you go. Here are your nutritional factors on the back that lets you know what is in this. And then this is only 40 calories for 2 tablespoons full and only 10 carbs and 6 grams of sugar.
That's right. If we go to the back of this, it will show us more recipes and different stuff. And right now, we are both making Rice Krispie treats. Our special homemade special.
Okay, what we did was we just opened this, take the top off of it, lay it down in the bowl sideways, and turn it on so that it'll start to melt and go into the bowl. Okay? Now with this bowl, I'm going to open the whole bag. Open this. And you're going to pour at least half of the bag in. If you pour half the bag in, you're going to get your little spatula and you're just going to keep stirring this around until all of these are encompassed into this fluff. And just keep it stirring. Now we already did half the bag. Now once you turn that around, you put in the rest of the bag that's left. And you're just going to keep turning this around until you see they've all mixed in. Okay? Now this is a messy job, but you're going to eventually have to get your hands into it to complete it out. So you're going to take these and you're just going to keep on going around in here, mashing this up and mixing this up. Okay? Okay, just keep right on mashing that up, mixing that in. Okay, when you get to the point where you feel like all of it is mashed up and mixed in, then we'll get our next ingredient. Okay? See if we can get that off. That it does make for a difficult time getting that off once you do put your hands in there, which I always say I'm going to use gloves, but I never do. You just take that and that'll help you get this off. Go ahead and use that. Try and help get the rest of those off of there. I'll put that in there. And like I said, just take your time and take all that off, okay? And do the same on the other side. Okay, we're going to let that turn off. Okay, here's the pan we're going to use. And you're just going to put some oil in this. Want to make sure, switch that oil all around on the sides and everything so it's that it won't stick. Okay, you want to be generous with that. Put that on each side. Now we're going to get our spray butter. I hope so. Okay. Now at this point, you can add some butter of your liking, but we're going to use spray butter once we formed it in the pan. You can just drizzle some butter into this and mix it around, or if you have some coconut oil, you can also use that too. And at this point, we're make sure your hands get some of that oil. That's going to keep that from sticking to your hands as much. But we're going to start putting this into the pan. When you're looking through here, if you see some areas that didn't quite get covered, you're going to make sure those are going to get covered as you're taking this to put this in the pan, okay? So you're going to be focusing on getting those covered as you put this into the pan. Okay, now each one of these, you see there, you're just going to be pushing those and forming this. Okay, just forming this. Yep, taking this and pushing it down, forming this so you'll be able to cut your squares. Okay. Okay. Now, like I said, at this point, you might want to take your butter and drizzle it all down. Yeah. I normally will use my rolling pin at this point to make sure the whole thing is rolled down very well. Okay, so I'm going to use, let's see what I can use at this point, because I think my rolling pin might be a little too big. So we're just going to take the spatula, go along here, and we're going to flatten this out. Okay, just keep going along here. And we're going to flatten that out. See that? So just flattening that out really well. Okay. And then this right here is that I can't believe it's butter. There are 0 calories in this. The spray, that is. It has to be the spray. Then we're going to take this and we're just going to spray a generous amount on the top. Alrighty. Now while we're spraying this, we're getting our oven heated to 350 because we are going to put this in the oven and let this kind of melt together, and then we'll pop it in the refrigerator, and then after an hour or so it'll be ready to eat. Now see how simple that was? Now at this point you can add cinnamon, you can add anything you wanted to add to the top of it, even if you had some sprinkles, but we want to make it as low calorie as possible, so we're going to leave it as is. So it's time to go in the oven. Okay, this right here is done. We're going to let this cool off a little bit, and then we're going to put it in the refrigerator. And once we put it in the refrigerator, we'll show you the finished product. Took this out the oven and we let it cool down, but we're going to go ahead and put this in the refrigerator. And then once this comes out the refrigerator, it'll be ready to eat. These are done. I'll take just a regular pizza cutter. Okay. We're just going to cut these. Okay. Let's get us a piece out of there and try these out. Okay. Dig down in here. Alrighty. Piece, let's try this out. They're good. So go ahead and try that out. Let us know in the comments How you like them? What extra you added to them? Thanks so much for watching. Like and subscribe.
Oh, enjoy too.